Good morning. Ira Epstein of Linn Associates with your morning flash update for this Wednesday, and we're at the 5th of February, 2020, time just after 9:20 a.m. Central Time. So the world turning on every word with the coronavirus. It appears that there's been some progress made in China and England, where they might have something. Well, in England, they've come up with a way, instead of months of getting a vaccine ready, it can be as little as, from what I understand, 14 days, which is a breakthrough. And in China, they're saying they might have a vaccine for this. The market's also focusing on the amount of new cases that are coming in and where they're coming from. I was talking about this yesterday on Fox Business TV, that the thing I'll be watching is, number one, in the Wuhan area, and that's the province that the first outbreaks came from. That's the big city of that area. Are the cases going up, multiplying by a larger amount? And what are the deaths doing? And if that starts leveling off and we don't see outbreaks in other provinces, it might mean the grand experiment in China of a quarantine of 50 million people, something never done, has actually done a good job of working. And yes, I realize there's people that have traveled to China, and there's boats that are now being quarantined outside of Japan, and we're bringing in more people. But this is not the hundreds of millions of people that you might have thought could have been, or hundreds of thousands. So panic starting to ebb, and you're seeing that in the stock market. In addition, the economic data in the stock market's good, and the earnings have been phenomenal. Gold market bouncing back, probably overdid it a bit yesterday, and it's bouncing back as the dollar's making new highs on this move. Euro coming back down a little bit today. The pound all over the place as Boris Johnson's got his hands full as he's fighting with the European Union, trying to figure out which way to go. But we do see the yen down. We do see the bonds down, the notes down. That is still the risk off people coming out of this market. In other words, they want risk. They're going back to the risk-on trades in the stock market, and you're starting to see this in the oil prices that are jumping. Now, the big question is the factories. When are they going to go back? Today, let's go in the order of things, and I'll cover each one. You do know today is the Senate trial. We're all expecting the president to be acquitted on both charges of the impeachment. As I said, the reports out of China and England positive. Now, Foxconn in the Hubei province, which is where their factory is, one of the large ones, it is still calling workers back, but it doubts that more than a third will be able to show up because you've still got quarantined areas and they can't get there. They think it can take 2 weeks to resume full production. The interesting thing is now you've got to get with the different cities. Some are saying they want the workers to come back to be a 3-day quarantine. Who's got facilities for that is what they're saying. So it gets interesting. As I said, China's National Health reported Tuesday night that a total of 24,000 cases are now found, and there were 490 deaths. I'll turn there. The ISM this morning, this is all positive data, said January non-manufacturing sector index at 9 o'clock came out, expected at 55. Market groups, USM, IM came out at 53.4. The prelim was 53.2. ADP, big blowout number. Cost 290,000 jobs. They were looking for 150,000. I didn't mean that to happen. The trade balance came out, and it was right where expected, basically within, $500,000 or so. What's 500,000 amongst friends? But 4.88 bill, and you can see where the numbers were there. The mortgage numbers up, sort of mixed here, because you get the index up 5%, but then you get the purchase index falling. And you would think with the interest rates coming down, that would be beneficial, but it's refinance that people are doing. And in the Eurozone, a series of better economic beats. So had it not been for this coronavirus, I wonder where these markets would be. But the problem is we're there, we're having to fight them, and that's what I'm trying to do each morning. I'm starting off my traders each morning with charts that look exactly like this. I'm covering in detail all these markets, 40 markets on the futures. The charts have more studies than you see in these reviews that I do for you on YouTube, and I'm able to say buy here, sell there. I'm going to be right, I'm going to be wrong, but I'm going to stick my neck out, show you what I see, why I see it, and explain it in detail. How do you get access to this? Well, if you go to our website at www.iraepstein.com under the word research, you're going to have it all explained to you. There's an introductory price if you want to subscribe, and I am putting in 2 weeks of our Spider ETF video, which will be a subscription video very shortly, but that is going to be included. So you're getting 2 for the price of 1 of $7.95. So what do you have to lose? Take a look at what they're both doing. It's 30 days. Think of how little that price is. It's less than a tick in most markets, and you're sitting there. Each video is about 20 minutes long, very, very specific. I put the morning subscriber video out. Typically, I'm recording at 5:45 a.m. Central Time. Then I render the recording and post it. You have it well before 7 in the morning. The afternoon Spider ETF video, I typically have it posted by 4 p.m. Central Time. So got a lot of information to deal there with. You'll see how the charting goes for you people that like the in and out parts of the market. This is probably right up your alley. I'm Ira Epstein. Hope you take advantage of it, and I'll see you tomorrow.